Good afternoon, dear investors. I'm happy to welcome you on Sovelmash channel. Not only investors, partners, participants, all our viewers. Today we will speak about the events happening in the life of the project and we will try to answer your questions. Good afternoon, dear investors, partners. Good afternoon, participants, viewers. It is interesting how everything is changing in the project. As the building is acquiring its form, different processes are taking place. Technopolis has made control measures stricter. And why did they do that? Because Moscow did that. And why did Moscow make measures stricter? Because the economic situation has also become stricter. There are more and more requirements. And of course, the desire to launch and to make reports is quite understandable. At the same time, there are some general features. Everyone is asking, everyone wants, but no one gives anything apart from investors. Only investors do that. So you cannot hide the project. You cannot put it under the carpet. It is acquiring forms which are more and more clear. Production forms. The last meeting that we had, it was held on implementation of the program. We are now reporting on that. And tomorrow we'll have another meeting. They asked us, when will you launch the first line? June 2023, first line. Launch of first line. Commissioning of it. What does it mean? It means that we will work even harder than today and than yesterday. As soon as the project reaches its plan indicators, there will be even more offers. As of today, we are receiving offers already. And the more time passes, the more offers we get. 10 minutes before we started this broadcast, we came back from negotiations with Alexander. And there were some negotiations in the morning as well. I formulated an order in the morning to start construction work. Following an order of one of the enterprises because there is some work going on, patent search, for us not to violate someone else's rights accidentally, because initially it is not our proper design partially. And besides, no one has taken this job apart from us. And now all patents are being verified for us not to waste money in vain and not waste our energy in vain. And for us not to encounter any barriers. It is the first thing. Second thing. There is work going on motor of the size 100 in China. We're speaking to our partners about spread of this product. A motor with frequency regulator that will allow to reduce the cost of the products drastically. Motors will not run at 50 but 200 or 250 Hz. Their specific consumption of copper and steel will be 4 times less. The cost will be less. The price will be less. And the motor with the controller will assure energy efficiency EI3+. And the price will be lower than energy-efficient motor with classical windings. And it will allow to install it on standard place without reworking the mechanism. This work is going on in China now. Work on the angle grinder as well, even though they unwrapped and checked everything at customs, but then when it was brought from the customs to Daniel, it was broken, so to speak. What was the reason? That's another question. Now, some people are solving this problem. It will be solved, and then we will just move on. China is really interested in this tool and in these motors that we were speaking about. We spoke to Victor today. They are supposed to provide test results next week. And they're getting ready. They're preparing a state program to replace standard motors with ours. And you understand what it may lead to for us. But for this to come true, we will need to work hard. We will need to sweat for that. Several days ago, a representative of business came here from India. We discussed to what extent business is interested in that, the Indian party, whether they're interested in our technology. They are, and quite seriously. We were speaking about how we can implement this program, and one of the options is to reproduce this technology in India. And it looks the following. We create an enterprise in India. The Indian party does that together with Sovelmash. They use the technologies, they collect technological equipment, then specialists are invited from India to work on those sites. They are trained, and then it is all replicated in India together with technological equipment. And Sovelmash will be taking part in all these processes while respecting all license and author rights, of course. These are the processes going on now. And as the building is being filled with equipment and it is being prepared for commissioning, as it is all going on, we are getting more and more contacts. We have contacts with the Russian business and quite big enterprises. One of the tasks that we envisage now is the following, and we have some preliminary studies. It is creating of water cooling drive for a special installation, rope cutting of concrete. Such installations are used when there are quite serious emergencies or demolitions, when you need to cut huge masses of concrete. It is import substitution task. We envisage it now. The volumes are not that big, but still. The others don't even want to tackle such tasks. Some visitors came the other day and they said, you could not make a lift hoist without a reducer and without a magnet. There it is. It is made. This theorem of existence is proven. Why can they not be produced? We need space for that. We need a site. We need to commission the Design and Technological Bureau. What is going on in the Design and Technological Bureau? Installation of sandwich panels is almost over. There is some work to be completed, weatherboards, skirtings, transformer chambers, partitions are being installed. On the first and second floors of the administrative and utilities building, plasterboard and electric equipment and electric supplies are being mounted as more space is liberated. Engineering and technological equipment is being brought on the site. We have already liberated some space there where there used to be equipment. The main equipment has been transported. Yesterday we unloaded the warehouse of temporary storage, a container. The guys were unloading it. And now this container will be sold. We will also start selling the rolled plates, about 300 plates, which will be sold, because we don't need them anymore. On the left of the building, we have already laid the water piping system, sewage system, and now the stormwater sewage system is being laid. There are some issues, but they are being solved. So the process is going on. It is advancing. And I think that this video will be prepared tomorrow. And doors and gates for the left side will arrive tomorrow. And next week they will start installing them. The laboratory where there are motor machines, motor equipment, drawing of windings. This process is continuing. Today guys did some marking for boxes for electric supplies, where to cut the doors. Things are advancing. It is all living, and now there are 55 builders on the site and 3 pieces of digging equipment. But you understand that all of that is to be paid for.